Hi. I created a Mavic Waypoints flight plan for the drone to fly backwards along the path in the park, and then I could follow behind it and get a moving selfie. I thought that'd be a good idea. Anyway, oh hey, ma'am, I didn't know there'd be anybody on the path. Ma'am, hey, whoa, ma'am, move off the path. A drone's coming. Are you okay, ma'am?
Hello, this is old Mr. Kent of MrKent.com, and I almost bit the bullet the other day, and so we're going to go back to the scene of the accident. Well, actually, it wasn't an accident; nothing happened, but it could have been a very serious accident, and I am going to change my way of doing things. For one thing, from now on, every ride I take will be recorded on video, and then if I have to be able to prove something, I can prove it also. I can have evidence, I guess you'd say, of what people did wrong. So that's one reason. Another reason is just what happened to me was something that I don't want ever to happen to anybody. So I just put a video together, and then if it happens again, or if anything like it happens, be a good lesson on being safe on your e-bike or your e-trike. And the reason I say that is because when I first got my e-bike, there we go. When I first got my e-bike, I was much more careful about traffic and the possibility of being hit. But that was three and a half years ago, and since then I think I probably have gotten a little careless, and so there's a bump. That one's always gets me. I've been a little careless, so we're going to speed things up here a little bit, get there sooner. And so it was my carelessness that put me in a situation the other day that almost got me run over, and I was very fortunate not to have gotten run over. It would not have been my fault, as you'll see when we get to the site of the accident, but it doesn't matter if you're laying in the hospital. You can say, I had the right of way all you want. And there was my friend Andy. They must be just getting home from church or something. And I didn't want to stop and say hi until I'm on my way home. Then I can stop and talk. Now over in the distance, it looks like we got some stormy weather. But that's on the downward side of the wind, so I don't think it's coming our way. All right. And then you can see here, this is dangerous because they're in the planning stage, widening this road. And if you're not careful, you end up going too far to the right and down into the ditch, which would be painful on the E-Trike. When we get down to the intersection, it's just about a quarter of a mile away now. We get down there, I've got to be careful because it's what I'm going to show you is out in the middle of the road, and so I got to make sure I don't get in anybody's way. So I'm going to cross over here and go really slow when we get up here. And here's a car coming, so let him get by. And then there's another one behind him, so I'll probably just cut out this stuff where I'm waiting for the other cars. Maybe there's too much traffic. Alright, so we'll go over here, see if we can find the skid marks. They're somewhere on the road, right around in here, but here comes the car. I have to pull over. Try it with the sun behind us. Okay. We're up here, right in here somewhere. They might have been worn off by now, because we would have seen them sooner. Go around and try again. They would have been out here somewhere. Had to be right in here. But I hear another car coming. Well, he's not. All right, so what we're going to do, we'll go down here and I'll recreate what happened. All right. I think this is far enough. All right, now then, I'm going to go put it in pill assist 3 and get up to the speed I was going. And like there's a car right there coming out. Right about there is where the skid marks would be. So I was going to, let's count the seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. So it only takes 4 seconds to get across there. And we'll turn around here. And we'll take a look at things. All right, let's see. Let's go over here and take a look at, this is what the lady in the car would have been seeing. And I think she was in such a hurry, but if you look around, she was coming here, and during that 4-second time, she came from coming through the gate back there to coming out here to where she almost hit me. It's got the, I think the skid marks are gone by now, because the bike just doesn't weigh that much, and so they weren't very thick. All right, so there's the story of how I almost bit the bullet. And we'll take this home, put it on the computer, and I'll draw you some illustrations on screen of what it looked like. I wish I would have had my camera running that time.
All right, here's the layout of where we just rode the E-Trike. And over on the right, in the upper right area, is the gate that people come through to get out of the little housing development. And then there, you'll notice a white line up there. That's a stop sign, if you noticed it in the video. And what this lady did was she, as I was coming up the road, she came around, didn't stop at the stop sign. I'm sorry, that's a very poor representation, but that's the best I could do. And so anyway, that's a little more the real speed that it was. And of course, about right there is where I looked right into her eyes as I skidded to a stop. Well, eye to eye, we were less than 2 feet apart because I was leaning so far forward on the E-Trike. And then her eyes were as big as silver dollars because she had not paid any attention. She didn't even know I was there. And all of a sudden, I come skidding up to where she was. And of course, she slowed down, but then she just went on her way. When I was riding my bicycle and when I first got my e-bike, whenever there would be somebody coming out of that entrance, I would do just like that path shows. I would go around behind them and make sure that I didn't get run over. A lot of times if they stop, it's because they're texting or something. And so, because that's a good place to text is when you come to a stop. And so you never know when they're going to start up again, and then you end up getting run over. So anyway, there's the skid marks. They're barely there, but fortunately I was able to get stopped in time and able to save from being hit. But it was a kind of a scary thing to see when all of a sudden that car was right there coming at me. So anyway, just a word to the wise. I learned my lesson. I'm going to be a little more careful, and I'm going to take a camera with me from now on because I might be able to get some good shots of what was almost an accident. Hopefully that's how it'll be. All right, so I want to thank you for watching my video, and God bless.